Hi there, welcome back to Press Ups. Last time we looked at how to install, activate, deactivate and delete plugins. Today I wanted to just talk you through the process that I use for choosing which plugins to install. The reason for this is that I'm on the plugins page here, and if I go to add new, the number of plugins that I can choose from to install is really quite huge. So doesn't actually tell me how many plugins there are. If I go and visit the WordPress.org plugins page, you'll see that there are 37,041 plugins that you can choose from just by using this interface in this search box. That's a lot of plugins to choose from. Some plugins do incredibly large amounts of things. You saw the Events Manager plugin that we installed last time is fairly comprehensive in allowing you to do lots and lots of cool things with managing events. Jetpack here is a very big plugin that contains lots of different modules that does all sorts of different things. There are other plugins which are tiny, which are just a few lines of code which change or tweak something in WordPress. So how do you choose what you need and what to do? So first thing to say is that I personally have a set of plugins that I know a lot and that I trust and I use a lot. And if you click on favorites here and type in my WordPress.org username, which is Magic Roundabout, which is the same as my Twitter username, and click get favorites, you will see my list of favorite plugins. You're not going to install and use all of these, but these are all plugins that I have used and I know and trust. So there's all sorts of stuff in there. Events Manager is quite close to the top because I use that quite a lot, and WordPress SEO that you'll have seen installed on this demo site that I'm looking at here. So I have a list of plugins that I know and trust, and that's really important. If you're not sure whether a plugin exists to do something that you want to do, or if there are several and you want to know which one to choose, then ask an expert. Drop me a line on Twitter, email, whatever, and or use the contact box on Press Ups and ask me if there's a plugin to do something. That's great to do that. The other way is to use these ratings and the number of downloads. So let's go and search for events again, like we did yesterday. And so you'll see, and there's a large number of events plugins. We've got 43 pages of plugins that do things with events. It's displaying me, I think, stuff that is relevant to my search first, but it will try to be a bit intelligent. And you'll see that some of these have star ratings. So this only has 2.5 stars overall, but it does have 1 million downloads. Events Manager, the one that I installed yesterday, has over 1 million downloads and has 4.5 stars. The little number in brackets is how many people have provided a rating for this plugin. So choosing a plugin that has a high rating is obviously a good idea. Choosing a plugin that has a large number of downloads, if it's millions, then that's great. If not, don't install something that has less than a good few thousand downloads unless it's from someone you know or something that you've specifically been told to install. The other thing that you can look at that's really helpful is this last updated. This was updated yesterday, Events Manager, which means that if there's a problem with Events Manager, it's still being developed and it will probably be updated. There might be some, so this one was last updated 3 years ago. If there was a problem with that, we wouldn't expect it to be updated. It looks like it's not currently being developed and updated. There's also this tick here that says compatible with your version of WordPress, or there's some here which are untested with your version of WordPress. That doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work. It's just not been tested and approved for this version of WordPress. So there's a number of different factors you can take into account. Look for something that has a high star rating, high number of downloads, that has been updated within the last few months and that is compatible with your version of WordPress. That's always a good sign. If you've got any questions, find a friendly WordPress expert and ask them. And good luck with finding plugins to make your WordPress do cool new things.